I have the mic. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get started. I want to welcome our folks from Blair Witch, Heather Donahue. Stand up, come on, give them a big round of applause. Stand right with them. Joshua Leonard. And Michael C. Williams. Joshua Leonard and Michael C. Williams. Anybody mind if I sit down for a second? Because it's going to come loud. All right. Let me grab one. Hi, everybody. So, are we ready?
I'm ready. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready. All right. So, who wants the first question?
Whoa, we're jumping right in.
All right. Absolutely. We're jumping right in because we have a bunch of people excited to see you. I saw the first hand in the back. Now, he's going to go first. What I'd like for you to do, because this room's getting pretty crowded, if you could just kind of line up right here somewhere where that portrait is, and just kind of line up, and we'll try to get through as many questions as possible right after this gentleman. Go ahead with your first question. The rest of the questions line up over here in the aisle, okay? Now, back in the back, and the rest of you line up. Yes, you, with the beard, hand up, stand, ask the question. Everybody else, let's follow this. Line up behind that dude after the guy with the beard. Go. No, how many beards? Holy shit, how many beards do we have in here? We have 4 on this stage, or 3. All right, go. 2. And Freddie, you go over here and line up. 2 in the back, go.
Talking to you guys yesterday, still looking to film, catching up with you and everything, but I do have one question, okay? If I remember correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, each day you would get directions left out for you on what was going to happen that day. Was there a particular scene or anything that you read that you went, well, shit?
Yeah, I'll answer that one. Yeah, so each day we would get, we would have a GPS before GPS was a thing, and in that GPS was programmed waypoints. Craig Hale, Special Forces, was one of our producers. And so they scouted out the locations of the 2 different sections of the woods that we were going to be in, which PS were really pretty easy woods to get out of. There were street crossings and guardrails and however, the GPS would tell us, so let's say we're at waypoint 3, it would say you're going to go to waypoint 4, and when we would get to waypoint 4, there usually is a milk crate with a day glow orange like bicycle flag in the milk crate, and in the milk crate were some fresh batteries for the camera, maybe some food, and 3 35mm film canisters with each of our names on it. We couldn't share our notes, and in those canisters were the notes for each of our characters. The directors would watch the films that we would, like the dailies on video overnight to sort of see where our relationships were at and what we were going to do. Obviously, they had it all planned out beforehand as far as what the waypoints were. So each of those notes were in the canisters saying, Heather's might say you want to go east, Josh's might say you want to go west, and mine might say you want to stay put. So it would just kind of create tension that way. So the one that I was most surprised about is on day 7, or on day 8, so we knew it was the last day of filming. We knew that we were getting on a bus on November 1st. It happened to be Halloween, October 31st. In the note, because we had gotten into a car on the last day and drove to a different patch of woods. And I apologize if some of you have heard this story, but so I'm like, why are we going to a whole different section of woods? It makes no sense to me. I can't figure out why they would do this. And my note said, when you hear something tonight, which would have been Josh's voice that I didn't know, when you hear something tonight, follow the noise all the way up until you can't go any further, let Heather join you, and then go all the way down, leaving her behind. So I'm thinking like it must be a hill. Like I can't figure out what this note means. It's so different than any other note I've had. And trying to figure out why we would, I said maybe that there's like a really long hike up the hill, because that's why we're going into these different sections of woods. So actually what happened was, I hear the voice, I hear Josh on like a boombox screaming, because he was back in New York at the time, and I follow the boombox noise of him screaming, and the most authentic line I have in the entire film is, "Oh shit, it's a house." That was the actor character, "Oh shit, it's a house" works, and the actor going, "Oh, I get it, I gotta go upstairs and wait for Heather to go all the way down." So it was a note that I didn't understand until I saw it. And then we had walkie-talkies to contact the directors whenever we wanted. We tried to be very minimal about that. That was more about safety and being in danger if somebody broke their leg or something, which none of us did, thankfully. But so I walkied Ed, like before we went to sleep, Heather and I. And I was like, hey man, I'm gonna mess this up. I know it's the last day. Like, what is this? Go all the way up. He said, I promise you when you see it, you'll understand. Please get off the radio. So I did. There you go. O'Shea, it's a house.
Anything else about that? Okay, cool. All right, next question. Yes.
All right, I know when you guys did the movie, y'all didn't have a huge budget. It's one of the most profitable movies ever made. What was it like realizing how much money this movie made? I guess for you guys, how did you guys know that it was going to be a hit, or did you guys just know you all made an independent film kind of doing something different?
Yes, that last one.
Actually, the first one about the money, so sad.
They're not gonna talk about the money. Sorry.
But
Or
with
lack
that being
thereof.
said, thank you so much for spending your hard-earned money and coming up and telling us how much that film means to us. It means the world to us that you're willing to do it.
And you're gonna be looking for that all weekend long, right? Yeah.
Is it true, Josh, that the reason that
Yes.
was on
No!
was it James Dickens?
I did, when I got, because originally in the script, Mike's character was gonna go missing first. And I was gonna miss the James Addiction concert in the Bowery Ballroom in New York, and I was a little bit bummed about that. But then because the guys who were directing and producing were watching dailies, they would go back at night and watch everything that we filmed from the day before. So they were kind of writing on the fly as we were improvising the dialogue, and they were setting up a structure for us to react to. They would then go see what we actually got in the can and how that made sense narratively, and kind of project forward in terms of character relationships. And they were like, Josh and Heather are just at each other's throats too much. If we take Mike out, they're just going to kill each other before we get and so they pulled Mike out, and they were really apologetic. They left me a note that night that said, wait till the other guys go to sleep, sneak out of the tent. If anybody wakes up, just tell them you're going to take a piss and they can be right back. And so I did. And I'm like, you're out, you're dead.
And nobody woke up?
And nobody woke up.
Thank you.
And I peed on both your faces.
So much love after all this time. We got you, Bearded Freddy.